Hello, everybody. The Film Geek has returned once again. So last night I did a Shudder review. So today I'm gonna do Who Killed Who on Scream 2. And just to be sure that you guys know I have it, it's right there. And also you just saw the Blu-ray cover. But anyway, so Scream 2, I have very mixed feelings about it. Everyone thinks it's better than the first, and I disagree with all those people. It's just there's something really wrong about the sequel. It could be because of rush production and so many rewrites that Wes Craven's just like, fuck it, let's just do whatever. Yeah, he was just really annoyed by that. But because of the rush production, it's quite hard to know who exactly killed who. There's only one person that we know who killed who in that scenario. So I'm going to try to do my best with the clues that I found it through the film. I watched it about 500 times. I watched it recently 3 times just so I know who could have killed who. So in this Scream movie, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, Scream 2, killers are Mickey and Mrs. Loomis, or Debbie Salts. Mrs. Loomis is the mum of the killer in the first movie, Billy Loomis. And her whole technique about killing Sydney is to get revenge for her son's death. And that's also why I don't know why I think she kills other people to please Mickey's motive, which was to blame movies on real life violence. Which is stupid because I've seen every single horror movie that I can possibly think of, and I have not killed anyone yet. I use yet. Someone could push me over the edge. And I have to cover it up because I've seen nearly every horror movie, so don't piss me off in the comments. So I'm going to try to do my best and see who killed who. So the first victim is Phil Stevens. So he's kind of like the black guy always dies first in horror movies. And since he is black and he dies first, he kind of brings all that quote into the sequel of Rules. Phil's in the bathroom and then he hears a little voice saying, Mommy, I'm sorry, Mommy, I'm sorry. We think this is Mickey for multiple reasons. One, we think it's Mickey because he puts on Phil's jacket later and goes back to sit with his girlfriend Maureen, played by Jada Pinkett Smith. But judging by that, if it was a woman's stature, she wouldn't think it was her boyfriend. Also, we think it's Mickey because the voice on the other side is clearly a male's voice. And the reason I think he's saying I'm sorry, Mommy, is because he's trying to be Billy Loomis and he's trying to say I'm sorry that I killed people, Mommy. Please don't get mad at me, Mommy. Anyway, he stabs Phil in the ear, I think, through the stool, and he drops dead on the floor. Then he puts on his jacket and goes back to sit down with Maureen, who is our second victim, played by Jada Pinkett Smith. The reason I think it's Mickey is because he knows these two, and Mrs. Loomis doesn't. So there's no point for her to want to kill them. And let's just say that Mickey, he knew exactly how many times she got stabbed later on in the scene, and he was very fascinated by life imitating art, imitating life. And all these people have the same names as people who had died. So Maureen Evans, Maureen Prescott, Phil Stevens, Steve Morris. So those were the 2 first victims in the first Scream movie. So that's why I think it's Mickey. And then we finally get our first phone call. And it's to Sarah Michelle Gellar's character, Cece, also known as Casey, like Casey Becker from the first Scream movie, but her name is Casey Cooper in this. So the first phone call, I have to say, is Mrs. Loomis on the phone. Mostly because we don't know anything about her so far. All we know is that she's really fascinated by the killings that Courtney Cox wrote. And also, not to mention that Mickey, Mickey's quite strong, and he actually picked up Cece and threw her over the balcony, which I don't think, I'm not saying women aren't strong, but judging by Mrs. Loomis's stature, I don't think she could do that. So yeah, I think Mrs. Loomis is the caller and Mickey is the killer. He pushes her through a window, stabs her twice in the back, and throws her over the balcony, and she is dead. So that's why I think that's what happened there. Then Sydney gets a phone call, and I think this is Mrs. Loomis again. we know Mickey and Mrs. Loomis are the killer already. Not at this point in the film, but I told you, so that's how you know. But in this instance, Mrs. Loomis has to be the caller because Mickey, well, the next day he's not around much, and it could be because he's infirmary, because he literally tripped over every single thing in that room while chasing Sydney. So Mrs. Loomis is the caller and Mickey is the attacker. Whew, okay. So after that, there's a god-awful cafeteria scene. I hate it. And the next person to get killed is Randy. I hate Randy's kill off because he's me. He's the movie version of me, a film geek who knows every single thing about horror movies and needs to be killed off. I hated that scene. It really pissed me off. But we know that it's Mrs. Loomis at the end where she reveals that she got a little knife happy when she was talking bad about Billy. So she decided to kill him off. Bitch. Just putting out there, she's a bitch. I don't care who she is. She's a bitch. It's true. I'm still so disappointed by that. Can't get over it. I don't know what Kim was doing that, I don't know why. And then who's next after Randy? This movie's like 2 hours long, so it's really hard to remember. I think it's the two. Oh no, there's another attack scene with Gail and Dewey. I think the attacker is Mickey and Mrs. Loomis. One reason for Mickey is because he knows how to read the projector in the theater because he's a film geek as well. So I was think that he turned on the projector and then ran off, while Mrs. Loomis stayed behind the counter to jump scare Gail. And the reason I think it's Mrs. Loomis is because you can really hear a female grunt when she trips over everywhere like every other ghost face. And then I think Randy attacks Dewey from behind because I think Mrs. Loomis is still trying to find out where Gail is or something. And yeah. It could be Mrs. Loomis all the time, but I don't know. It's really hard to tell with that scene. I think it was another rush scene. Next person to get killed off is the 2 police officers. Now this one's obviously Mickey, because at the end of the scene, the car crashes, and near the end of the movie, you can see a big gash right there, dripping down blood, and yeah. So I think Mickey killed the 2 police officers, and Haley as well. And Haley's the last person to get killed that we know who is behind the mask. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I was thinking after I do who killed who. I'm debating between Scream 3 because Scream 3 only has 1 killer, but in the original script there were 2 killers. So I might do that. I don't know, it might be too hard to actually examine to go through all the deleted scenes and all that. So I might do Scream 3, if not I'll go to Scream 4, and I'll be ranking all the Scream movies from worst to best in my opinion. These are all my opinions. You don't need to take them seriously. You can just say, oh, well, I think this and I think that. Just don't attack me, okay? I did not write the script. I did not write the movie. But these are my opinions. And I think that you can respect that in the comments. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of Who Killed Who in Scream 2. I meant to do it last night, but I got Shudder. And I'm going to be watching it again tonight. It's really good. Please, guys, go buy Shudder. It's actually not that bad. They're not even sponsoring me again, so, you know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and share with your friends so they can also find my channel and like and subscribe as well. Alright, guys. I love you guys so much. Take care. Be good people. See you guys later. Bye.